Welcome back to another episode of Tech and Tesla. So for this one, we're going to take a break from all the full self-driving beta videos that are out there and take a look at this product that I ordered, Sexy Buttons. So let's take a look at what this does. Let's do the unboxing and we'll talk more about it. Alright, let's look at the unboxing of the Sexy Buttons. So you just have a little tab here. I took the cellophane off. I didn't want to do that with you guys there because of all the crinkling. Feels very solid. Feels like an Apple product, sliding it out. Here are your buttons. You got the S, the 3, the X, and the Y. So it comes with a pry tool, so the connection for this is behind the center console, so we'll have to climb into the back seat, disconnect what's there, and then put this in its place. And then it has this little splitter connection here where you plug in the commander, and the commander is what communicates with the app, and that's how you set up all the buttons. So we'll take a look at the installation and the app, and then I'm going to live with it for a little while and try and figure out how I want to set up all these buttons. And then I'll come back, finish up the video, and we'll talk about what I did and my thoughts on it. Okay, so the buttons don't come with any sort of instruction manual. There's a QR code, but that's only to download the app. So on Abstract Ocean's website, there's a short YouTube video on what you need to do. So you need to move the driver's seat all the way forward, and then shut the power to the car. So we'll do that before we start the installation. I want to mention to you guys, I don't have a discount code because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. They said that I'm too new. So please, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. All right, let's get to the install. Remember guys, once you shut the power to the car, don't sit in the driver's seat or open and close any doors, because that turns the power back on, as you may have seen in my hand chow center screen video. Not even using the pry tool, I was able to grab it from the passenger side and just peel it back. Okay, here's the clip that you need to remove. Get this back on. That's it. Commander module. All sorts of lights going on there. Alright, this does get tucked away in here. Okay, so that was probably less than a 5-minute install. The hardest part was just getting the backing off. And then once we did that, you saw the connection was very easy. Alright, let's take a look at the app. So I'm just going to use some Arts and Crafts double-sided tape for now. The back of the stickers do have a double-sided tape, but I want to make sure that they're in the spot I want them in, and it's probably a little bit less permanent if I do it this way. Okay, the app is done installing the update. Okay, so this is something I definitely want to do. If you pull the handle halfway, you can activate these other commands. So if I pull the front handle, front left handle, okay. Okay, so if you pull the left handle, you can open the front, and if you pull the rear handle, you can open the charge port. And that's just a half pull. I'm not sure about the other ones. Front right handle, I guess, yeah, let's put that on both sides. And then we'll hold off on beta and rename this. Let's call it sexy buttons. Okay, so setting up the first button, let's just tap here, press and hold. I'm pressing and holding, there we go. Okay, so the default was media down. Let's change that. So media, you have these options here. You can change the, you can toggle between chill and sport. You can adjust your regen by 25% increments, which is really nice, instead of just low and standard, I think are the only two that we have. Open and close the charge port, but if the front handle, if the rear handle is going to do that, I don't know if we need a button for that. Open the glove box, we definitely want that as my first button. That is definitely a no-brainer. You can honk. And voice command, fold the mirrors is most likely going to be my second button, because when I pull into the garage, I always I have my mirror set to fold on location. So as soon as I get home, the mirrors fold in, and because it's very tight to get around my car in the garage. But sometimes I just want to like maneuver in the driveway, and I want to unfold my mirrors. So that might be a nice quick action to have a button to do that. Interior lights, you can turn on all the lights, and track mode, which I think is only for performance vehicles. We are going to be adding a lot of other buttons like windshield wipers and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you go on the website, you'll see all the things that they want to add. So for now, we're just going to set the button to the glove box. Open, glove box, save. Now, you can always adjust the buttons to anything that you want. So if you don't want it to be glove box anymore, you can set it to something else. So that's nice, is like it's not, okay, it's set and that's it. So it's always going to be evolving, and they may come out with a new feature. Oh, I want that. Let's get rid of media down and let's go for that. So that's a really neat feature. So we have the S button set to glove box. Let's try it. It's pretty much instantaneous. I'm going to press it, 1, 2, 3. Instantaneous. All right, I'm going to press open glove box on 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So that's really fast. I think the best place is probably right here, right behind the bottom right corner. This way the passenger can get to it, I can reach it. In the middle, I already have my garage door opener right here. I already mounted that because I don't have HomeLink, which probably will be the next thing I get. But yeah, right here, I think is what I'm doing. So I put the Arts and Crafts tape here, even though it comes with double-sided tape. I I want it to be a little less permanent until I decide. And then, you know, the orientation, probably like this. So, alright. Let's leave it at that because I'm not sure what the other 3 buttons are going to do. I did get the 4-pack. This, you can operate up to 8 buttons. So, if you ever come out with more features and I want more buttons, you can always add another 2. Alright, that's it for now, and we'll finish the video when I've assigned all 4 buttons. Okay, before we go, there's a couple things. So I've set the E button, or the 3, to toggle mirrors folded and closed like I was talking about. So I'm going to mount it here. I've mounted the other one here for the glove box. And I'll mount the fold and unfold mirrors here. So let's give it a shot. Great. It would be pretty cool if in the app you could just tap, because I was like, oh, let me just open the glove box, and I tapped on it. But no, it's for settings. But the other thing you can do in the app is you can go full screen. And if you can mount this and get all your stats. But let's give opening the frunk a shot. Okay, so it's just a little press and release, and that activates it. That's pretty cool. And the charge port should be the same thing. A little half press and release. That's pretty neat. That is probably my favorite feature over the buttons themselves. That's great. Does it close? It closes also. Fantastic. All right. That's it for now, and we'll touch base when I figured out what to do with the other 2 buttons. Okay, I've been living with the buttons for a little while now, and this is what I ended up doing. Let me put the app up on the screen. So I assigned the X as open frunk and the Y to toggle the regen between 75% and 100%. So probably not going to keep that one. I'm just playing around with that just to test the different, because the car only gives you the 50 and the 100. So if you look on the app here, 50 is your low regen, and then 100 is your standard. So I just wanted to test out what 75 was like, if it gives you a smoother ride at all. But I'm pretty happy with the 100, and then you can even do negative 25%, which just to play around with it. What I would like to do with this button eventually is set it for the heat to come on and put that by the garage door opener. So that's what I did with the X. Let's go take a look at that. So this is my garage door opener here. So I put the X over here to open the frunk, because when I come back from food shopping, I keep all my reusable bags in the frunk. So I come back, I unload everything in the kitchen, which is right inside here, hit the button, the frunk opens, I can put my bags away. So that's what I'm doing with that button right now. And the Y I would like to also put right next to it. So this way I can turn the heat on. The only caveat is that if the car has been off, the buttons go to sleep, the car goes to sleep, and the buttons aren't going to work. So that's the only downside with that. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with the Y, but after food shopping, it's still going to work because it's pretty close to, I don't know how long it takes for the car to go to sleep. But yeah, I'll test that out. So the other thing in the app that I decided to keep, which I really like, is a half press on here. That opens the frunk. And a half press on here, the back door. That opens your charge port. It unlocks it. So you can even close it the same way. So if I had the front closer, I could probably also close it this way, which I had, and it ended up breaking. So I got a replacement, so I have to reinstall that. So you saw my other video with the power frunk. That's why I don't have it right now. So I'm actually in the process of looking to trade this in for a Model Y. So I'm not sure if I'm going to bother fixing it, or maybe just take it and install it in the Y if it's compatible. That's it for this video. These guys are constantly adding features, so I'm sure I'll be changing some things around. I'll keep you guys posted. If you have any other suggestions for me, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, drive safe.